Hello and welcome back. So, Ming, the cheeky Ming, he tried to ambush me, which is our trick. So we walked forward in camp stance and we popped his ambush, which is not a problem. It's just that we can't hang around too much down here. And I'm not exactly keen on medium casualties. I think we'll be able to do this a little better, I hope. I mean, could we do this better actually? Looking at what he's got, we're gonna get shot by those cannons, aren't we? Actually, I think maybe we should just auto this, so I don't lose any units, do I? And we need to spin around and get back to the north, which will take at least one turn, so we'll get at least one turn of healing. So yeah, actually I'm gonna auto this one, just to get around it, because then he'll be wounded. We don't have to worry about him, and we've definitely got rid of the cannons, so that's the main threat removed from this particular. That actually isn't as bad as I expected it to be, so that's pretty good. And we can take replenishment to try and bolster things up a little bit. We're not short on money at all anymore, so that is awesome. And if we can stockpile enough money, we can start getting those masses out. Okay, so we've taken care of that. Up here is what concerns me. There is 3 armies massing. 30.
Sneaky infiltrator.
Oh, you've already done your sneaky infiltrator.
Eshin contract approved.
Okay, you've not done jack this turn, so let's assault these.
Kill their scouts. Contract complete.
Good.
Seek target.
Let's go for assault garrison. Like, these guys are purely scout and damage dealing.
Master Snitch.
I don't think half his movement left. We could actually hop in the city.
Address me as
Yeah, that might actually be the best move to maximise the healing we can do, because we're not going to get very far. And if we just hop to here, we get mega healing. And we're pretty safe here, so we can look at going further afield. Should I actually get this? Stand and die really going to be that great for him? It's a huge melee defense bonus, isn't it, actually? Yeah, we probably should then. Okay, so if we're not going for artillery because he's got siege attacker, we should probably get some more mortars in here, which we can't do at the minute. But getting the mortars buffed would be cool. So yeah, let's get this one. This will give us an extra 20 ammunition and 8% reload speed, because the mortars are already pretty awesome. So anything we can do to buff that up, they really are pretty sick. So what do we want for you? Anything that's going to kind of help you? I guess we're going to go for the life, right? I'm really using you as a wizard. Although with 2 points we could get further down here. Let's max out another spell actually. So Vortex, that doesn't really do damage. It's a bit of a humorous one, that one, I think, in my opinion. You can't click on these things, this new overlay stuff. What's the skittly options here? Does it actually tell me if I override it? Okay. Stock, unspotable, yeah. I think we want this because I think, yeah, the extra armor and missile resistance is really good. And if we max it out, it'll be even better. So that's going to give us pretty reasonable, yeah, cooldown as well. We want to be able to use our spells. I know we don't have a whole lot of magic, but what magic we do have, we do want to be using. We could get rid of that unit while we're here. What's the state? Yeah, you're in ambush mode.
Let the bell scream.
I don't think we can really afford to take it out of ambush mode either. Especially all those guys stood there. You're super cheap. Let's get you in here. So this is a full stack. We're still in ambush, still 100%. If they decide to come at us, we should hopefully be able to take one of them out before the battle even starts. And and then it'll bring the other two in. Okay, so what could we replace you with? We do have options, so let's indulge. Poison slingers as well now, they are pretty solid. We should probably get... oh, we don't have the poison slingers because we don't have the necessary additional building just yet. But these are really good. Do I want to fill this yet? Like, they take 1 turn to produce. How long are we having a pestilence? It's the tier 4 one, isn't it? So it's going to be that and then that. So it's 5 turns from now. That's 5 turns without a full stack. It's probably a bit too long. You guys are really sneaky though, aren't you? Yeah, you are. I think we'll get you guys just as a... if we actually need to engage something. They are pretty reasonable as units go. You can, I guess, just scope here in case somehow an ally appears out of nowhere. But we should be safe on this side. And we've taken care of the legendary lord, so hopefully another army doesn't march up here. In which case we can head north. We want to consolidate, like pushing into this corner is effectively safe for us. I mean, it does mean betraying the Dark Elves, but like, unless he proves to actually be useful, like, I don't really care. Not that kind of operation when you're allies with the Skaven. Let's see what happens in the north. Ambush hasn't failed. He's making moves. No, there is another army. But we've hidden our strength, so because they can't see those 2 armies, the army will actually act as though they aren't there. They may muster to attack us in the south because I think there's only 1 army there. This guy's coming down. He went into ambush mode. Could have just lost sight on him though. So it looks like they're trying to come into us from all angles still, which is still super annoying. So, basic armies just got super cheap. Normally I'd go down here, but given the composition of his troops, might not be the best idea. Hero action cost reduction in 24 turns, that's way too long. Okay, let's go for a short win then. The extra ambush chance is probably going to be worth it. Because if they go into a stance that's defensive, that could... oh, these are becoming more advanced.
To touch a dragonborn is blasphemy.
They're coming down. He's trying to bait me forward, isn't he? Okay, we might just have to sit on this for a minute, I think.
Chief assassin.
If these guys... are we still fully healing? What do we do? Okay, so we can put the bad army in there. And we can go into ambush, because we need to see what's going to happen. And it's going to be kind of important. There's an army here somewhere. This one's positioned to attack. Oh, we haul them heroes as well.
My will does
And
not
then
bend.
it's those guys. Building upgrade. Doing these upgrades is going to make him want to come in here. That's great. But we do have work in that bit, but we can start baiting him forward. And we can get a lot of these guys. Ooh, a tough one. See, I don't want you to perish. So what we're going to do is we are going to get you now. But in order to ensure your survival, we're going to do some agent actions. They're not going to work very well, so we're not putting the skills into it. But
Assassin.
it's relatively safe for leveling. Okay, so we just want to assault the army and fail. That's to be expected half the time again. And I guess we're gonna do the same here because that army is quite beefy. You actually succeed at least. Yeah, the real question is, what are we gonna do here? Because I know there's an army. Yes, we can have a look in ambush mode, right? It's unlikely they're gonna reach me from there this turn.
To touch a dragonborn
Yeah,
is
they can only get to there, so they can't even attack this turn. So we can just wait there, because this army could run down here. They could attempt to double stack this minor territory of mine. It wouldn't be good for me. Failed the ambush. That's exactly what I didn't want right now. But it looks like that one caffeine faction is not brave enough to do it alone. I really hope I am buying time for the Dark Elves to do something productive. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Whoa. But you're there, so we can take you out now. Okay. You didn't move the second army up. Interesting. And this doesn't give ambush defense, so I don't know why they did that. And these guys are fool. Because this should be a definite ambush. Ah, look, it's an ambush! Who could have foreseen such a turn of events? Okay, we'll do this at the start of the next video. Thank you very much for watching. If you are still watching, please consider like, subscribe, share the channel, comment, all those things. Every interaction you can do on YouTube will help me. So I wish you good fortune in all your wars to come, and thank you for your time.